What do you think, Aaron, about the changes to the mortgage assessment rates and how that's likely to change over the next little bit? Do you think people should be nervous about buying today?
No, because when was the best time to buy a property, especially in Sydney, was like 5 or 6 years ago, right? And what's the saying? The next time to buy is now. So in the next few years, we're going to see rates go up. Assessment rates. We had similar changes when interest-only lending was hit by APRA a couple of years ago. Yeah, so in plain English, what that means is APRA came into the banks and got to curb interest-only lending when the market was going bonkers again. So what happens is that, the banks will just kind of tweak with their policy, just relieves a bit of that pressure in the market, pushes out some of the business that they don't want, and then we kind of go back to a normal market as well. I look at it going as my role as a broker. I'm here to give people confidence in not only their lending, but how to buy a property. And I feel like the clients that come to us going, I'm worried about the market. I'm like, what are you worried about? Because your tune will change once you buy a property. And let me tell you why. So I'm looking to buy a property. I'm waiting for the market to go down. It doesn't go down. I buy a property, and then suddenly clients are going, how good is this? The market's going up. That's a very different tune to what you were singing about 2 months ago. And just a switch will go off in people's head going, now I'm in the market. Now I want the property market to go up. Okay? So I feel like you just have to bite the bullet, get into the market, buy something that you can afford. So again, don't stretch yourself, but know that you want to buy a good quality property that you can see yourself being in for the long term. Otherwise, you've got 2 lots of stamp duty as well, which again, I see a lot of people, they buy what they're comfortable now, but then they outgrow it and they're going to pay two lots of stamp duty. Buy something that's going to last you quite a bit of time, good quality property, and once you're in it, you're not even worried about the market. You're not even worried about your interest rate. You have a home over your head. You're making memories in that house as a family. Nothing else matters. Not the interest rate, not how much you paid for it.
Yeah.
You get paid, you pay your taxes, you pay your mortgage. Like it's just how the world works, especially here in Australia. We have very, very low arrears rates. So you're looking for data that supports a hunch that the market is going to crash and that rates are going to go up. And it's like you're looking for reasons to not buy. I'm saying, guys, girls, what are you worried about? Get into the market. It's irrelevant how much your home is worth because fluctuations don't matter on your home, on your owner-occupied property, maybe on an investment. And so that journey, again, for a lot of people where it's like we're rewiring brains to go, we've been told that the market's going to crash and we have to be told that we're worried about our interest rate and we're worried about an offset account. Forget it. Every loan comes with an offset account. You can have fixed or variable, but what you can't control is property prices and interest rates. So let's get into the market and find a home that you both or you love.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think that where the home versus investment property, it is different from a, I suppose strategy and wealth perspective as well. Like it's nice to have a nice roof over your head, but like you say, the fluctuations matter less. It's also over time matters less, although most of the time it's pretty consistent in what makes a nice home is going to be something that makes a good investment. But I do think it's really important for people when they are going down that path that you understand how your home purchase is fitting in with your broader wealth picture, because it is not something that's going to generate you an income for the next 20 years. So if you go, well, it's great to have a lovely roof over your head. If you go put every dollar that you earn into this home and you don't have other money left for wealth building or paying down the debt and actually getting ahead, then that's where you can run into trouble as well. But totally agree with the sentiment of like just get in, get it done, and then you're not going to be dwelling on that 6 months or six years from now.
Man, exactly that point. Like I was listening to one of the Obama podcasts, and Michelle Obama called it house poor, which is a very good way of coining the word. So you have the house, but you've got nothing left over towards the mortgage. Everyone's going towards the maintenance on the property or renos. Like there has to be something left over. So you don't want the house. I think that's a lot of people's fear. They've got the house, but they have to eat 2-minute noodles. No, that's all right. Then you buy something that you comfortably can afford, and the mortgage repayments that are a good level, that there is a cash flow surplus at the end of each month, whether that's for lifestyle, whether that's for future investment, whether that's for your buckets and your rainy day fund as well. There has to be something left over. So if you're kind of stretching yourself to the limit, unless you know that there's maybe a great job opportunity, future pay rise, bonuses, whatever, unless there's something future that can come in that can buffer that, that's effectively where you're going to get that mortgage stress from, because yes, rates will go up. So how do we then kind of, I guess, temper the conversation to go, yep, you need to buy, you need to get in the market, but also buy something you can comfortably afford as well.
Yeah, and it's hard with, especially, East Coast property markets as well, and Sydney probably more than most, in that people look at, we were just chatting, 3-bedroom place in, eastern suburbs in a west, you're talking $1.5–2 million
easily,
or more. So that's a big chunk of change to direct into an asset that's going to give you a lovely roof over your head, but not any like income moving forward. And we're a bit biased because we do this day in and day out, but map out people's situations post the purchase, because I think the key is really like how much is left over time, and what does that mean for your ability to hit the other investment and wealth targets that you want. And then you go, okay, yeah, I can spend at this level and I'm still going to make this progress that I want. So it still blows my mind that so many people jump into such a big purchase without taking the time to map that through and see what it means for the other things that they want. Because you go pay $100,000 stamp duty on a $2 million property, or those costs to buy and get in and get out. It's like that's a lot of money if you're not right. And if you find out afterwards that you should have spent 1.8 or 2.5, you're going to regret making that decision. So, invest the time and potentially a few bucks in getting that strategy right goes a long way to making it better 6-7 figures or more over time.